I joined the Winnipeg Police Department in the fall of 1995, so coming on 18 years, but in that time I also spent 1.5 years as a police officer in Calgary. So I've had a variety of experience in different departments and currently work as a street supervisor in the East District Station, but I've had some time in the helicopter and a variety of administrative duties, general patrol, riding a bicycle. I've been very fortunate.
I think he's an example of the very best. This is a gentleman who's given time and energy, has a connection to the cause, and actually has inspired the community to rally behind him. A wonderful ambassador for the police service, in my opinion.
I started volunteering in the Canadian Cancer Society back in 2000 as part of Iron Cops, which is a Cops for Cancer program in which citizens and police alike joined together to train for the Ironman triathlon. And while they're doing that, we would raise money for the Cancer Society. And that ultimately is what led to the WPS half marathon.
Nick's been involved with our half marathon for 10 years. He's actually the founder of it. In his time, he's rallied volunteers to help him develop the event. It's now standing at well over 400 volunteers, 2,700 participants, and thousands of people turn out to see the event, to cheer on. Family members come to cheer on the runners. It's a huge event, and that's a lot of responsibility.
My connection to the Canadian Cancer Society, like others, comes from personal loss or experience or watching people deal with the disease. My very first partner in the police service was a fellow named Ken Wisnowski, and it was my first partner, so for me it was a big deal. And after about a year of working together, Ken developed a variety of cancers, including lung cancer, which inevitably led to his passing. That was a strong motivation for me personally.
The net dollars that the group has raised has steadily risen every year. It's well over 100,000 net dollars each year. And that gives us stability and sustainability to be able to fund the programs, the local programs such as our transportation service, and world-class research in this province. So he helps the Canadian Cancer Society have a local impact.
We just felt that the city needed a great running event, and I knew that with a great event we could also turn that into a great fundraiser for the charity. So literally my wife and I with a couple of friends sat around my dining room table and we had a map and drew out a course, and that's where it started. And the turnout was so great that we knew it was going to have to continue on. So I went from having it for 1 year, and now we're literally on our $1 million march in year 10, going to hit $1 million next spring.
We are an organization that completely depends on volunteer and donor participation. We are not government funded. This is a signature program and an event we're really proud to be associated with.
And knowing that as a member of the service, the funds that we raise stay in Manitoba and are used for specific treatments and also helping those dealing with the disease resonate well with me and the people on our team.
It's a pleasure to work with the man, okay? And it's a joy when I attend the event to see the participation of the runners and his volunteers. It's really about building community, and I think that's what Nick has demonstrated on a consistent basis.
We actually at the finish line have members of the police service, civilian and sworn members, and sometimes other members of this community who come out and they present our finish line medals. Now what's special about those people is that all of them, they'll be wearing yellow event jerseys, are either battling cancer or have survived cancer. And it's a great way to remind our team, the volunteers, the spectators, and the runners that there's a real underlying theme here that we want to remain loyal to.
A leader is always judged, but when you're leading a group of 400 volunteers and under the scrutiny of 2,700 participants, it's a spotlight, and he doesn't feel the heat. He actually basks in it. He enjoys it, and people, the numbers have steadily grown because of the leadership.
So the planning for me starts within a few weeks of the race ending the year prior. So the race is in the beginning of May. By the end of June, I'm already working on the next year's event. So the time commitment is considerable for all involved, but the end result is remarkable. I mean, if you come out here on race day, it's a magical experience, and that's an understatement.